refuse to lose. I'm built to win. Apply myself. I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win, yeah. Refuse, mine it can't be diffused. If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool, chasing diamonds and jewels. Trust me, I was confused. Started minding my business and used my mind as a tool. Ended up finding my purpose and found the time to get to it. They told me I couldn't do it, they told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie, I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me like Toby, keep on running, toes they gon' take them. Refuse to lose, built to win. Apply myself, I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I pay for the cost, I'm winning to win, yeah. Refuse to lose, I'm built to win. Apply myself, I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win, yeah. Refuse.
Welcome to Refuse to Lose Sports. My name is Joe Jordan. We have a great episode for y'all today. As y'all saw this last weekend, we had the first round in the playoffs, Super Wild Card weekend, and a lot of teams progressed and moved on to the next round. A lot of people packed up and went to Cancun, with me and Tomo. So we're going to get into that. We got some guests coming through on the show. But as like I say, I already say Tomo, my co-host right here, he's back. He wasn't here Friday, but he's here today. I'm not sure if he purposely did this, waited for a few ops to go down and come back here, but Mr. You Done Son, co-host in the red corner, Dallas Cowboy fan, Trey Young, Washington Wizards fan, feeling good right now. How you feeling, Tomo?
I mean, you done son feeling like you won, son, because this weekend, boy, the Packers was first. I mean, again, I didn't expect the Eagles to lose that game. I thought it was going to be a good one, so I don't celebrate that one too much, because if I was on here, I was going to pick them to win it. But it's the Packers, because I get a pick out of that one. And I told y'all, Jordan Love is not going to get the job done, but we'll talk about it soon. Other than that, I'm just happy that the Wizards did go out and make some noise. Another thing, we got a lot of guests that's going to come on here, so I really want to hear from them because the chat's been going crazy. Like, I think this is the first time in R2L history where we had a bunch of teams not make the playoffs and then hate watch their divisional opponents, and they all got put on the couch within one weekend. Joe, you had to do some work on the meme, man.
Yeah. It was a busy weekend. That's true. But yeah, we got a great show ahead of us. Tomo, as you can see what's going on right now, he could take over with Dave normally here, but yeah, go ahead and take over that part.
I got you, man, because right now, Dave not here, but if you was here on Friday, you already know my boy is turned up, but he really told me a personal message. He said Brock Purdy, George Kittle, as they was leaving the link, they was telling the fan base
Turn me up.
All right. Listen, y'all. We got a great show for y'all today, man. Before we get into the show, make sure, first of all, we are streaming this on 4 different platforms: YouTube, Twitch, X, and Facebook. So make sure y'all like the video on whatever platform you're watching this on. Make sure you follow and subscribe on all of our social media platforms. You can follow us everywhere at Refuse to Lose Sports, except for X and Twitch. You can follow us there at R2L Sports. And share this episode with somebody, so they can watch this show live with you, because you can be involved in the show by being in the comment section. We can see all the comments y'all will be putting out throughout the show. Shout out to Daniel for being the first comment. Cheers, everyone. Last but not least, sit back and relax. Enjoy the rest of the show. Tomo, floor is yours.
I ain't just like that, Joe. I mean, it was a band of brothers that went into a place where the last time they showed up, their quarterback got hurt, but then also a team that was looking to be on destined for a repeat. A lot of dynasty talk was there. Some would say not falling shoulders. It's a lot of falling feathers right now. We got to talk about how the Eagles lost to the 49ers, 23-19, and some would say heartbreaking fashion. I'm not going to say too much about the game because we got an Eagles fan backstage that's going to tell you, man, his thoughts and what he really thinks about the 49ers. What more so his team? Because I know what he thought about the 49ers. He told us already. Let's bring Brother Blaze up, man.
Sup,
Oh,
fellas?
hold on. Let me do this one more time. Carpet Champs LLC own Ner Blaze. There you go.
I appreciate that. It's a
So
nice
Blaze,
introduction.
I mean, tell us what happened, man.
Oh man, a combination of a bunch of things. Uh, it's no secret to how our season was going. Um, Offensively, never once really got on any track or had any momentum consistency as far as our offensive play calling or us even converting or executing on plays. So that falls on the players and the coaches. No one's for me. No one's is all from nothing this whole season. I'm not hard on the defense. The defense they did what they were supposed to do. They had games, of course, where they could have played better, but it is what it is. Like they held their own. If the offense would have just given at least some type of consistency, what this defense has been giving us, we would be in a much better position. Um, I would like to address that dynasty comment though. I still do feel like we are and can be a dynasty. A dynasty doesn't mean you have to win each year. It's just how many times you actually get there and actually can convert the big game in a shorter span of years. Not it doesn't have to. We don't have to really repeat. So if we come back next year and try to, if we do win the Super Bowl, then I feel like we are still in the makings of a dynasty. That would be, I guess, 3 Super Bowl appearances in 5 years. Um, but we'll have to get to that another time. As far as Sunday, it wasn't yesterday, right? Today's Tuesday, yeah. So as far as Sunday, uh, we looked really bad. We looked how we have been all season, honestly. It wasn't no change in anything. No type of adjustments were made. The players honestly looked worse than they did this season because they weren't able to execute. One thing we were able to do this year, even though our offensive play calling and everything were abysmal, and we weren't able to find any type of consistency. Our players still were able to execute, and that's just something they wasn't able to do on Sunday. Um, AJ Brown, um, I would just like to speak on him for a minute because it's in the chat. There's been a lot of conversation about AJ Brown, and a few people in particular are blaming the AJ Brown's were trying to allude that the performance that AJ Brown had was a collection of things that happened throughout the season. And I won't say that's neither true or untrue, but at the end of the day, that's not an excuse. Um, as a professional and as a man at the end of the day, you have to be able to block out certain things, and everyone has a job to do. So if you're talking about a fireman or a firefighter or a political figure, a president or anything, at the end of the day, regardless of what happens sometimes in your personal life or how your feelings are involved, you still have to show up to do the job. And football player, athlete, you it's not excluded from that. So whether it was a combination of him not being focused and locked in, can be the case, but it's still not an excuse. He also put the same type of stunts last season as far as how offense was going. The difference was that we were still winning, and he was still able to get his, but we were winning. So it wasn't that much of a spectacle in the media like it was this season because even though we were winning, we were winning by the skin of our teeth. When last year we weren't. And also, once we started changing the force feed AJ Brown a little bit, we went on a 3 game losing streak. He was getting all of his targets and his receptions and was even scoring touchdowns where we were losing. We looked much better when we were doing it through the regular game plan when we was trying to run the ball, even though it wasn't successful, but we was running plays more through Dallas Goddard. He was the guy that was sort of leading our offense this season before AJ Brown took to the media and sort of changed our complexion of how we play. That did ruffle a lot of things. I'm not blaming the season on AJ Brown by any means, but I feel like he has to go. I was speaking to some people yesterday, and I'm just saying, like certain receivers, we know like the receiver is a divas position. And most times you're going to get some type of sideshow from the receiver, especially if they're a number one receiver and really, really good, all pro type of receiver. But with certain receivers, you're able to bite the bullet, and some would say, and just like carry on with it. Like somebody with a AJ Brown or To, or even today, it's not too many diva receivers that ruffle feathers on teams that you could say are like really the best ones. But sometimes you deal with it when they're being productive. But someone like AJ Brown, who caused so much of a riffraff this whole season, and then had numerous opportunities. Our offense didn't look pretty by any means, and yes, we could have played a lot better at every position, but he had opportunities to execute. And if those opportunities would have been executed, the game would have been a lot different, I do believe. So we can't have that friction in our locker room, and then you get out there and on the biggest stage, when what you've been calling for is pretty much coming your way, he would have been the game saver, if he would have made those plays, honestly. And we would have been talking about AJ Brown in a totally different light if he would have made those plays today, but we're not. And I just feel like it's time for us to part ways with him. Somehow, some way. If he's on our team next year, I won't be upset. But I just rather not have him. And moving on to the 49ers. They played a cool game. Um, wasn't really that impressive because we shot ourselves in the foot a lot by penalties, and like I say, by not executing through our players that usually execute, but taking nothing away from them. They beat us. They executed better. They were better coached than us. That window will still close. If anybody know anything about windows that been open for a while, maybe like an abandoned house or abandoned building, they could be open for a long time, and it's like they seem impossible to close. Like it may be stuck, and sometimes you just may end up breaking the whole window out or something. But the window's going to close. It's going to close. We thought we could go in there and just shimmy it a little bit, but we needed like WD-40 or something for it. So the next team probably will be more prepared, knowing that they're dealing with a window that's super stuck, but it is going to be closing. But at the end of the day, like, I'm not satisfied with the season. It is what it is. Like I can't do anything about it. I'm sleeping good at night. It's not bothering me in that type of way. But I mean, I don't know. I'm disappointed for sure, but hopefully we come back better next year. I seen we just fired our offensive coordinator, so that's a step in the right direction. And hopefully, if AJ Brown is on our team next year, hopefully we can just do something to sort of make him happy. Maybe fire an offensive coordinator, made him a little more happier about the situation. I don't know. We'll see. I know him and Sirianni still gonna have to fix whatever they got going on, but and maybe him and Jalen Hurts. I don't know, but I have faith in our coach. Honestly, I have faith in Sirianni. I have faith in Howie Roseman. I have faith in Jeffrey Lurie. So I think we're gonna be good, but I'm disappointed.
Yeah, following that comment,
What comment?
the uh the predicting the
Uh,
undefeated season,
I'm sorry, I can't see nobody talking at the bottom of the screen.
My man still shooting. That's what's up.
Oh yeah, I'm always shoot. Oh yeah, then I'm sorry. Speaking of shooting, this is what I won't do, right? Because I did not really I'm like, oh, I don't know, I want to get on and have to do this. But I'm gonna have to face it because I was talking, you know what I'm saying? I was
Yeah.
talking crazy. And I was a little lit that day because I was taking a couple of shots before I got on set. So I was talking even extra crazy. And
You went back and
now
watched
I'm
it.
sipping tea, completely humble, not humble, yeah, completely humble, but it is what it is. But
Yeah.
what I will not do is I'm not going to build a reputation like guys like Mark,
Oh
guys
man.
like Decorius, guys like the
Call.
Giants fan, and I think
Oh,
and maybe also Devore. I'm not gonna be like them guys. Like I'm not gonna show up when it only benefits me. I'm gonna talk, and if it benefits me, I'm gonna keep talking. And if I don't benefit me, I'm gonna still show up to take whatever shots coming my way.
I do want to add on what you said. Okay, so I agree with you. The defense don't deserve no blame for this. This is a whole offense, and I like what you said. It's not like one person. It's a collective effort. Like it's everybody except for Goddard, right? But
Yeah, Steph got it.
yeah, I know you mentioned that in the chat, but I'm with you with the whole AJ Brown thing. AJ Brown, if I'm the Eagles, I would move on for AJ Brown because this is 2 years in a row that it's just been friction. Now, what I will say though, AJ Brown was right, but what he was saying, like AJ Brown came out and mentioned that like it's just the way he's going about it. And what I'm disappointed with AJ Brown, he's not a youngin, he's a seasoned vet acting like this, you know. So, but what he said was right. He kept saying like one interview he said like, "Yeah, we won. That's cool, but we're not good to repeat. Basically, like we are winning games, but we're not where we need to be to win the whole thing again. Like we supposed to be defending the Super Bowl. He ain't say we defend a chance, but basically we gotta be defending our crown. And he was right about that. Like what you said, I felt like the Sunday game was just it just magnified what was going on all year. That's what it was. Kevin Patullo, bad play calling. Jalen Hurts not taking risk. What else? The running game was actually working, but y'all run away from the running game. So it was a collective group with the offense, in my opinion. So I'm with you on that.
I want to add this too because you said everybody was blaming AJ Brown for a few of the drops, especially the one on that last drive, that big drop that he had. I was like, I remember 2 plays. I think right after that, Dallas Goedert got them the first down.
Right, the next play.
Yeah, and then right after that, you all were in the red zone, and it was like I think it was a pass to Smitty, and it was like either it was a bad throw, but it still touched Smitty's hands.
It was a little high, but it touched his hands.
And it was like I seen him make that catch before. So I was like, y'all killing AJ Brown, which is an easy scapegoat in this one. And as a Cowboy fan, I'm like, good, y'all have that fun. But I'm looking at it like there were other drops in the game that happened too.
That's
So there's
I think it's built
moments.
up
that's
frustration.
true, but I addressed that in the chat, but because I said like somebody did drop I seen them drop a pass, but I seen AJ Brown drop three of them and not even reach out to get a fourth. So that was like right here that he ain't even like reach his arms out, and it was three that was literally like in his hands.
Yeah.
So
And I'm with you on that one because that don't help his case. Because what you was talking about that press conference where he was like, so what are we going to do in games where the defense can't bail us out? Like, what are we going to do? And it was like, well, this was one of them games where the defense was bailing you out and you wasn't helping them out.
you know what I'm saying? Like, if you really like, our offense looked like how it been the past few games, right? Stagnant, low scoring, right? But every one of those games, we always have plays that we make. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I was watching some one of the sports shows today, and it was like, well, you should, as an offensive coordinator, you shouldn't always have to put your guys in position to have to make plays. But and that makes sense. Whatever, I guess. I don't know, but it was. I'm you. I guess you guys see the context of what they were saying to them, but like I just feel like this game was all the talk that AJ Brown was doing all year in the media. I feel like this game was set up for him to be able to like this is the reason why y'all should have been feeding me. He had four opportunities, big opportunities. The last one is just the one everyone's replaying, the third down that went through his hands, but he had three more before. He had two more prior to that. So I mean, and then first one where, like I say, he threw it down and the ball was right here on his right side, and he didn't even like extend. Like it wasn't right in the bread basket. But if you do this, you know what I'm saying? Like so, no.
You know, on that one, I don't know. I'm trying to think. All right, so I do remember the drop in the fourth quarter. I do remember the drop on the sideline when he was getting contacted and he showed hands late. What was the third drop?
The third one was the one in the fourth quarter.
No, no, well, all right. This ain't all the
That was
three
the
drops.
one in the third quarter on the third down. That was the third drop. The one on the sideline was the second drop. Then he had one in I think the second quarter. I can't remember exactly what quarter it was, but it was the second quarter.
Okay, because
That was the first one because the one I remember because he had threw one and it's like it was right beside him, but he ain't try to
yeah,
catch
I
it.
remember that was a deep
And then
pass.
the second one, that's why I was like, I don't count that one as a drop. Then the
Mm.
second one was literally in his hands and he dropped it. Those were the
Yeah,
first two. Then he had two more after that. But I ain't
yeah.
count the first one because it technically it wasn't in his hands. It didn't touch his hands. But it was right there where he could have at least tried to get it though,
So like,
without even you having to dive.
so the response, I know, like I feel like Eagles fans are spazzing on AJ Brown. It's like built up frustration. I think it's built up a frustration when it comes to that because I don't think he lost out the game. He
No, I
could
said
have.
he didn't lose his
Yeah,
game,
yeah.
but I never said he lost his game. But what I'm
He could
saying
have
is,
made
I don't
big
think y'all
plays.
understand what I'm saying.
I
The
do.
whole season, the whole seasons, he's coming out and he's screaming about getting targets. He's screaming about getting targets and opportunities. Every time he make a big play during the season, he get up and scream and yell, beating his chest like, "Yeah, this is what I do. This is what I'm supposed to be doing." He had 4 opportunities that game. Like he caught some balls, but the balls he caught weren't game changing plays. The ones he dropped were game changing plays.
I feel
So
you.
it's like you're putting all this pressure on your. It's just like me. It's just like me, right? If I go out there and I say I'm getting on the court and like, man, man, just pass me the ball. I know I'm gonna win it. I know I'm gonna win this game. And I go out there and brick every single shot I make. It's like, come on, yo. I put all
No, I
that
feel
pressure
you.
on myself and I didn't deliver.
I feel
Like,
you.
I ain't
That's
saying
why.
it's his
Yeah.
fault, but it was his chance to rewrite. If if he would have came out and made those plays, you feel me? Like we wouldn't be talking about getting rid of AJ Brown right now. We wouldn't.
Yeah, I'm
That's
with
true.
you. Y'all have every right to be mad at AJ Brown right now. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think that's what you're saying. Like, he didn't lose us a game, but yo, you've been talking all, like I said, it's built up frustration. You've been talking all this all year, and then in the biggest moment,
Yeah, and
you didn't show up.
yeah, because my thing is like that's why I mentioned like To and AB because it's like because I seen a content creator of the Eagles joint yesterday talk about like AJ Brown and To are the two worst whatever in the Eagles history because I guess their attitudes.
What?
Yeah, it's crazy, right? That's why I don't watch them guys, but it was just on my algorithm. But
Uh-huh.
but that's worse because To, even though he was like a, you could say not, he
He
wasn't a
produced.
cancer because he produced, but
Yeah,
people would call him that. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Like guys like To, guys like Antonio Brown that cause all that ruckus, you're still gonna keep them because they produce. A guy like AJ Brown, not saying he won't produce, but I'm just saying you ain't do it yesterday, like,
hey,
and
hey,
you caused
hey,
all that.
hey, hey, Tomo, I know Blaze got into 7:30. You want to call it audible and bring Javon up because Javon talking in the comment section, but he's in the background.
Hey, I'm with it. The
uh,
state of Pennsylvania, man, do y'all thing.
yeah, 'cause I know they really had the back and forth in the chat. So
No, I ain't got enough time to be up here debating with Javon.
all
Cause he gonna say something and I'm gonna wanna, we can y'all can't ambush me like that.
right, all right,
He a
all right, all
Steelers fan. Talk about his game. He lost.
right. Okay, all right, we'll do it. Then. We'll do that. Okay, cool. All
Respect,
right.
respect, respect. He
So
said, "Nah, I ain't about to do that."
y'all want to have to become a member. Become a member. But yeah,
Oh
so
man,
but
that
tell
was
the log,
funny.
man. I wish Dave was here. I wish Dave was here
Yeah, like
to talk, but I don't think that window is closed. As long as Kyle Shanahan's the head coach, their window ain't closed, man. I'm sorry.
yeah,
Like they could,
I'm just yeah.
yeah, but they could they. Now Seattle gonna be tough, but they beat Seattle. They getting Fred Warner back, and that's gonna be a huge big pickup for them. And they'll play either the Rams or the Bears, who they beat both of them teams in the playoffs. I mean, in the regular season. So,
And
but
once again, I just want and my not to cut you off, but once
yeah,
again, just for everybody clarification, I'm not saying the reason we lost is because of AJ Brown. But what I'm saying is if he would have converted them plays, we probably would have won. But the reason I'm bringing up AJ Brown is we do not want or need another season of those antics. We don't need it. We
I
don't
agree
want
with
it.
you on that one.
That's why I'm bringing that
yeah.
up.
I agree with you on
If
that
I'm
one.
if
so
if he
with
would have did differently in Sunday's game, I probably wouldn't be saying this right now. But he didn't. We don't need it the next year. I'm sorry, we just don't.
Hurts
Let
got to
me.
be more aggressive too.
I was gonna say,
For
let me
sure.
ask you this though. I was gonna
Through the
ask you about
center.
your quarterback. Then I was gonna
Uh
say,
huh.
yeah.
So
How
what?
would you?
That's what's the what you want to ask about?
I mean,
You want me to
there
speak
was
on him?
there was talks about him. I mean, I don't want to bring up the person that brought it up, but the same way you talk about AJ Brown and him bringing up the offense, a lot of his antics were coming behind and saying like, well, the scheme, it's the scheme, it's the
Hmm.
scheme, or we not executing. And some people were saying, well, you talk about execution a lot. Are you trying to throw shots at your quarterback? So do you feel like
I mean, with Jalen, he got to play better. Like I say, ain't nobody on the team other than the defense, and Dallas got it is all from our season for real. He got to play better, But if y'all go back to the panel that I said before the season, my prediction was off even about a lot of his things, right? But I said that I thought he was gonna have a good year, but I didn't expect him to have like a big numbers. I
Yeah.
just thought he was gonna have a good year as far as like I thought he was just going to make great decisions. You know, like I didn't expect him to have a great year through just having numbers. I even said like I don't know what type of I can't give out no statistics that I think he gonna reach or anything. Like I just think he'll have a decent year. He didn't have a terrible year, but it wasn't a good year. It was like subpar, you know, if anything. Like, and I don't care about how many passing yards he had and touchdowns or anything like that. It's just like overall, it was a subpar year, you know. So yeah, he got to play better. Like I'm not, well, I don't know.
The numbers
I mean,
lie.
I know he can be better too. So it's just like just be better. But we need to have it. We need some unity in that Josh Garnett locker room.
I do. Gosh, Garnett. Yes.
Yeah, I was trying to find any word not to say. What I wanted to say.
I seen you.
All right, Blaze. Go ahead, Tomo.
I was gonna say, all right, Blaze. I was gonna let you close it out. I just wanted to ask you about the quarterback. I'm good.
Yeah. So
So
what we
Blaze,
don't hold on.
Your last
What
word.
else about him?
No, your
no, that
last
was
word.
it. Your last
Oh,
words. So yeah.
Once again, I appreciate y'all for having me on. It's always a pleasure. I love coming on here. And yeah, we should have. We'll be back next year. I don't know who. I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm even reading the comment.
Yeah,
But
they're not talking about y'all.
yeah. But yeah. So dang, I just got thrown off. Thank y'all again for inviting me on here. Like it's always a pleasure. And we had a down year. And but I mean, for some teams, this will be a great year. You know what I'm saying? But to us, this is a down. I'm sorry.
That's what I
I'm
was
sorry.
waiting for.
It's different. It's different. You know, like it's different. It's levels. So this is a very down year for us. Not sad. I don't know about any Eagles fan, but I'm not satisfied. We'll be back next year. Shifting my focus to basketball. Russ, let's keep breaking these records and move on up that scoring chart, and keep doing what you got to do. Wemby,
That's
I'm
all.
tuned in now. Let's get you a title. And I appreciate y'all for coming on. And visit www.carpetchampsllc.com
There
for
you
all
go.
your service needs, residential or commercial. Appreciate y'all, fellas.
There
Of
you
course.
go.
Appreciate you for coming on.
All right, Blaze.
Yeah.
I'm backstage. Like, see, I'm ready, man.
Look, you chilling. You know, it's crazy. Before we bring Javon up, Coach said it in one of his shorts. He said, and he's right. We mentioned this before. Anybody who's on a hard knocks, they have a down year. Yeah, I know. I need to disappear from the screen. The whole NFC East was down, bro, this year. Literally. So let's not put us in hard
It's
knocks
so
no
true.
more.
It's so true because the AFC North was on there last year and it was bad. You might want to bring the AFC North back. You would have thought they was on there this year the way it ended. But some teams,
Okay.
Ravens. Hey Joe, what did I tell you a long time ago when we was talking about Lamar? And I was like, man, him and Dak in the same apartment building. One just got a better view.
Mm-hmm.
I'm starting to think that about our teams, man. We in the same apartment complex. They just got a better view. The season be ending in strange ways. And then you got to sit up here and listen to your brothers, your rivalry from Pennsylvania talk bad to you all day and night. And then you just sit back and you just hate watch a little bit. And it's just like, is it a new Raj but the same curtains? I don't understand. Let's bring Vaughn up so he can tell us, man, what's going on in Pennsylvania.
What it do, fellas?
What to do?
Week ago, man. What happened, man? After the 30-6 loss to the Texans, so much news is coming out of the locker room. We just talked about AJ Brown and his drop passes. It seemed like it's an old Miss thing. It was just like, I'm gonna one up my boy on Monday night and play this game. Tell us about it.
Well, I wouldn't say he went up though. He only dropped one. AJ dropped a couple. He dropped like three. He got some fans coming on the show saying, I ain't blaming AJ for the loss, but if he would have caught them passes, we would have won. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, I don't know what that means, but you know what I'm saying? Got a little, I thought that, that means you blame him. But what happened yesterday, man? The game was close. The defense. When I came up here, I said I felt like we was gonna have a shot because I felt like our defense could create turnovers on their offense. One thing that was very alarming, that I wouldn't say very alarming, but that made me very upset, was the fact that they let them run the ball on us. When you're able to run the ball, it opens up everything for your offense. So it leaves the opposing defense at your mercy. Your playbook is open. You can play action on first down. You can run it twice on first, second, or you can mix it up so much they don't know what's going to come because you can run the ball. So when they was started being able to run the ball, that kind of gave them, they just took over as far as time of possession. However, defensively, we were able to get turnovers, which gave the offense a lot of possessions. Early on in the game, that one drop pass from DK, I think that killed us because that was right after the turnover, and that would have gave us opportunity to put points on the board. I believe if he catch that pass, we're already in field goal range. So, and if it's 9 to 10 at the point right before we throw Rodgers fumbled, it's a whole different ball game, whole different game plan. You're not trying to get 7. You just need 3. So when you're playing a team like the Texans, the best defense in the league, you got to take advantage of all your offensive possessions. And we wasn't getting a lot. Early on we got some good movement. I felt like that drop pass killed us because it seemed like after that drop pass, it wasn't too many plays like that we had. Guys were open, too many opportunities that we had like that. They pretty much shut us down. Like it was literally nothing the offense can do. So I felt like we had to be in a position where we could win with a field goal, or we had a small lead and let the defense kind of take us home. So, A-Rod, I do think on that fumble, I felt like they smacked my man inside his head. Normally they'll call that, what I'm saying? They try like rough my man up, smack him inside his head. I thought that was that unnecessary roughness. But once the turnover happened, man, it was just downhill after that. You can't be down late 2 possessions against a defense like that. And when you don't have that, like our offense isn't that high potent. We're more of an offense that's well rounded that can just work our way up the field. We can hit you with some deep passes occasionally, but we're a methodical offense that works the way up the field. And we just wasn't able to do that because once that fumble happened, it was curtains. You saw what happened. A-Rod got desperate, threw a pick 6. They drove right down the field on the defense once again. Like it was the game was there until the fumble happened. Once the fumble happened, it was a wrap.
Yeah, go ahead, Tomo.
I'm trying to think because I seen something. Okay, it was of course it's a meme, but a dude was like, I sent it in the NFL chat where he was just like, Aaron Rodgers, why you yelling at people early, man? And the next thing you know, as the game went on, he was like, you just need to keep yelling because it's not working. Whatever you're doing is not working. Like the offensive line, I don't know what the Texans got going on with their defense, but I think the way their season started, we did not expect it to turn out the way it did. I mean, we thought the secondary was going to be great, of course, because, they had CJ added to it. Then they let CJ go, which probably was the best thing that happened to their team because they did a mean turnaround. But that offensive line did not look good last night, Vaughn. And like you said, on that fumble, I don't like Aaron Rodgers because of, my Packers hate. But outside of that, I felt bad for him. I was like, man.
So smack my man inside the head.
I was like, man, I felt bad.
That was crazy.
Like, twisted upside down. I was like, he got a whole nother meme again. So I was like, that's bad. And then he come right back with the pick 6. It was just all downhill from, like you said, it was all downhill from there.
Yeah.
But I will tell you this. I wouldn't feel as bad because you know what you're going into the offseason with for them Texans fans. Because I know a Texan fan. I was like, have fun. Because it's been 4 years that you all been to the second round of the playoffs, and then we know what happened after that. Take it away, Joe.
Yeah, I know we want to address Tomlin too situation, but yeah, Javon, like I'm watching. So when I made my prediction on Unfazed, I told AJ, I said that I can see them forcing I put it in the chat before the game. 3 turnovers. And CJ Stroud, bro, like
Yeah.
he was just doing stupid stuff. Like, but that's what Steelers do. And he could have been 4. Like, I think it was the first drive. He almost it was a tip pass that could have been an interception. That would have been big because y'all would have been in field goal range already. But the Texans defense, man, it was just incredible. I mean, I'm talking like every time A-Rod threw the ball and y'all receiver caught it, it felt like it was 5 Texans right there. He's ready to tackle them. Y'all couldn't get nothing over space. And I agree with you, the DK drop, because the first drive, y'all were moving early in the game. Y'all were
Yeah.
moving, and then y'all get a turnover, and then DK dropped that pass. And then I feel like since then, after that, y'all had another drive when y'all were moving. Y'all converted a big third down with the play action and threw it to the flats to the tight end. I think I thought it was a big third down.
Oh, that
That's
was
how.
that
Go
was
ahead.
4th down to
That was
Thielen.
fourth down. Okay, this how I know the Texans defense is crazy. Cause that was a simple play, but I felt like like when y'all converted that, I was like, ooh, I got another fresh breath there. Like I'm telling you, like their defense was ridiculous that day. But you can see after that fumble, Aaron Rodgers started to be more aggressive. He started to throw the ball downfield more, and then it was bound. That pick 6 was bound to happen. But hey, kudos to Aaron Rodgers. Y'all, I know 10 games is like this. Like y'all always do 10-7, and 9-8. I feel like Aaron Rodgers overachieved in this season, but I know Tommy could switch over to Mike Tomlin. I think him stepping down was probably the best thing, not to put no pressure on the organization where they can just start fresh somewhere else.
Can I just say this right quick about their defense? I think their defense is super aggressive. Like if you watch the game, like when teams know we like to throw it short. I feel like a lot of times A-Rod was getting out his hands quick because he was getting a lot of pressure early. There was some plays he wasn't pressured yet, but he was getting it out quick. And you can see if he fake it or just wait a second, he probably can get them to bite and then hit somebody else. Like it was like that a lot of times yesterday. So I felt like the play calling could have been a lot better too. Running the ball out on first down, like against the Ravens, what we do, we kind of abandoned the run and we ran the ball sporadically and it worked. So I felt like we should have did that a lot earlier. So, but like you said, like we both said, that DK drop. I was watching the game over with my homeboys, and I had Blaze with me, Big O and Carter. We was all watching the game. And once he dropped that, I said it. I kept saying it. Even in the chat, I kept saying that DK drop just replaying in my head. Like it is. Like, but shout out to the Texans, man. CJ Stroud, hey, don't be the reason that y'all don't win. That's all I gotta say.
That's the only reason they probably won't win if he don't play good. Because other than that, the defense giving you the ball back.
Man,
Yeah,
what?
that defense is good.
Bruh, that's insane. But who you think gonna be the next head coach? Let me ask you this right quick, just early prediction.
To be quite honest, I don't know. I haven't really been that deep into looking at all the candidates. As long as it's nobody from the AFC North that previously coached, or I heard about the Notre Dame coach. I heard about him. People saying that he's a candidate.
I like
So
that.
it's gonna be a very good all season, man. Steelers fans, we've been waiting for wanting to change. Hopefully, the DC gone too. The offensive line coach is gone. Arthur Smith, I hear he's looking for a head coaching job. So
What?
clean. Yeah, the Titans said the Titans trying to get him back. So yeah, the Titans said they're gonna reach out to him. So hey, take him. Y'all can have him. You know what I'm saying? Clean slate. We love it. I'm happy. I can't lie. And all respect to Coach Mike T, man. Some coaches get fired via phone call, but my man, he stepped down, and I'm pretty sure if he ain't stepped down, he still would be a coach right now. So, but shout out to my dog.
Yeah, I don't think y'all would have fired him, but I think like the fan base. I don't know how you feel. I know Mike T. I probably love Mike T, but y'all just need. And I don't think it's Mike T.
I don't
know about your GM, but yeah, I mean they gotta put him in position. Like if he's overachieving, it's not the coach, it's the guy who's putting the team together, in my opinion. So
we got a new GM now. Just like his 3rd year as a GM.
Okay.
And he's in a great position. We got a lot of picks, so we're gonna see.
All right.
All right, well, I know these panels this all season gonna be very, very interesting because we got there's a whole new coaching staff that's gonna happen in the AFC North. A lot.
Yeah.
So
Just pay that
appreciate you.
take back for the Ravens fans from the last 2 years because they just gonna repeat themselves.
I
Well, I'm gonna
heard,
let you.
I heard the Ravens will probably reach out to Mike T too.
If they do that, them boys better not say nothing to me because
What if they swap coaches?
nah,
I know we got someone.
we'll never get John Harbaugh. We'll never get that guy. If you
Oh,
get fired via phone call, you don't deserve to coach the Steelers. I'm sorry.
Hey, look, Carl, every coach they either quit or get fired. That's how it is. It's rarely you see a head coach retire.
You got some get let go, but
appreciate y'all for having me on, man. Make sure y'all tune into the show RBO. We just had an episode yesterday, and we will be live again tomorrow, talking about East versus West. So lock in with your boy.
Let's get it.
All right, there we go. All right, Vaughn.
Peace, man.
Appreciate you, Vaughn.
Man, oh man. Well, Joe, we got to keep the show rolling, and just like that, man, we went from the folks that took a L to now we got to talk about we got to move on to the winner circle, man. So we got a guest backstage. But before I bring them up, I just want to say, man, bills of subscriptions. Either way, you got to pay one of them. And that's what Josh Allen, no, his name is Josh Hines Allen. So Josh Allen was able to make it happen on Sunday. 27-24, Bills beat the Jaguars. But we got my man Dev backstage. And if you want to bring him up, I got the cheers ready. Hold on.
Here we go.
He's
First
back.
of all, can we get about time we got that loser off the screen?
Yo.
Don't go back to his losing team.
What's going on, man?
What's up, fellas? Hey, you know what? Before I even go, Tomo, I must commend you. These quotes or topics, titles you be coming up with, bills or subscriptions. Come on, man. Hey, come on, man.
They both
Joe,
getting us.
Joe, you better watch out. They might start calling him for ESPN.
I know.
Come on, man.
That'd be good.
I dig it, cuz.
I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. But what you came on, you told us what you was gonna do to the Jags.
Mm-hmm.
What's next?
So honestly, if y'all remember, if whoever watched the show, y'all saw I came on humble. I didn't talk too crazy. I said what our, deficits was, which if anybody watched the game saw, James Cook, I'm sorry. He is the leading rusher in the league, but he is not the type of back he think he is. Because honestly, I was looking for him the whole game. I'm like, come on, James Cook, you want to help my boy out? My boy getting trampled. He getting his head stepped on. He looked like, you know who Josh Allen looked like? If anybody ever seen Longest Yard, when Adam Sandler went back out there and was like, you know what, I do it myself. That's what he looked like. And I'm like, come on, man. Like, James, are you there? It was a 3rd and 2 one play, and we gave it to James Cook. He couldn't even pick up 2 yards. I'm like, what's the point? This the playoffs we supposed to show up the most. So that leading rusher, that don't mean nothing to me. Tank Bisbee had a better game than him. So that's just how I feel about that. So anybody who was saying anything like, oh, that was Dave. Oh, y'all got weapons. Yeah, we do when it don't count the most. Like James Cook, you're gonna have to step up if we're gonna have any chance against Denver. They defense be flying around. So but what happened in this game, like I said, I feel like I don't think Trevor Lawrence played terrible. I just think he's not used to the big moment always right now. Or none of them. After Brian Thomas, what is it, Brian Thomas Jr.? He caught that one touchdown. He pretty was silent after that. Parker Washington actually killed us. I actually was kind of, I don't want to say excited when somebody get hurt, but I wasn't crying when I thought he was going down for the game. I was like, because that's the one that's probably going to kill us.
Yeah.
Yep.
So he went down, and then I was getting nervous because I was like, Dalton Kincaid is doing nothing. I thought Keon Coleman was going to have a big game after that one catch he had. That's all he did. Honestly, the reason we won the game is because of Josh Allen legs and arm, and because of veteran presence of Brandon Cooks. He was making big time catches and big time plays. That's really why we won. The defense didn't play terrible, but Our defense is what it is. Sometimes we're gonna give up big plays, sometimes we're not. Tre'Davious White made a big play too at the end when he tipped the pass up to get intercepted at the end of the game. And then the kid Bishop was making some good tackles. So that's the we won because of our veteran presence. That's what we really won. But that's against Jacksonville. I don't think we can go out there and out veteran the Broncos, even though we probably got more older and more experienced team. They just more talented than the Jaguars.
Shakira played good too, though.
Oh yeah. My bad. That's who it really was. Khalil Shakir in the moving the chains and stuff. I think for me, Brandon Cook's plays were just bigger. He was just
Yeah,
making big time catches. But Shakir was the main reason. That was
he
our
kept
main
y'all.
receiver. I don't know how I forgot about him. 10
He kept y'all.
catches.
Yeah,
I
and
think
he
he
was
caught everyone too. I think he was 10 for 10.
yeah, he 12 for 12.
12 for
12 for
12.
12. And he was making guys miss too after he catched the ball. He was getting yards out the catch. So, but yeah. But like I told you on the show, I picked the Jags and I was tripping. And I said, why I picked the Jags? I gotta feel that Josh Allen is gonna win this game. And
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Trevor Lawrence folded in a big moment. I just think he just threw an interception. Like that's just who he is. Like he tried pass. I don't think he folded
It
though. I
wasn't a
don't think
bad interception though. I don't think
it
his
was a
receiver
great
helped him out.
play.
I think his receiver didn't run he didn't shield the defender from not getting the ball.
The second one, the first one.
The first one I ain't really I
The
don't
first
even
one,
remember. That was so early in the game.
that's the first play.
Yeah,
You
it
talking
ain't
about
really
the one in the
affect
paint?
nothing too much.
Yeah. That last one though, on the first play on the game winning drive. But
Yeah,
shout out
it's
to
just
Josh
Tre'Davious
Allen.
White. Tre'Davious White is a veteran corner that I'm glad we
Yeah.
brought back.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering, I'm not we Trevor Lawrence is Trevor Lawrence. More so what you said about the Broncos game. I think that's what everyone's saying about Josh Allen, about him being in the AFC and you not having Lamar and you not having Patrick Mahomes.
Mm-hmm.
Is like these are the moments where you got to step up because you're going up against a guy. The last time he was in the playoffs, who did he play against? Justin Herbert, and we seen what Justin Herbert did. So it's like all these people that they try to put on this top 10 stature, show them why you top 5. And he went out and did it. Like you said, the run game wasn't working. So me being a part of FJA, I can't come on here and hate on him because he showed up because the rest of his team on the offensive side wasn't helping him out. But it Cooks made so many big plays. I started looking like when they get him. I'm like, when Cooks get there?
He just got
Because he
him.
was just with the
Exactly.
Saints. But outside of that, I think when y'all go into Denver, that same momentum going to carry over. But the only difference is I think it's going to really come down to coaching. I don't think it's going to come down to players because you got Sean Payton on that side. And then you're going up against the veteran players with the Bills. So it's going to be very interesting. Like it's going to be good. I'm not picking
Yeah,
a
I agree
team
with
yet.
that. I don't think that Sean Payton is going to allow us to let Josh Allen just beat us. I think he's too good of a coach, and the defensive coordinator over there, they just too smart. So
Yeah.
I think Liam Cohen a good coach, but this is first year in the playoffs. They allowed Josh Allen to beat us. They could have spied him. They could have did anything. They just didn't.
Yep.
And they got the linebackers for it because Josh Hines Allen, he pretty, he fast. The defensive end Walker was the #1 pick. So they got players. And I honestly think them not having Travis Hunter kind of hurt them a little bit, even though they played without them the whole year. You just need all your weapons at all times because I don't know what's up with Brian Thomas Jr., but
Yeah.
send him over to Buffalo. Send us any receiver anybody got. Anybody got any extra receivers, we'll take them because we
Send him
need it
with
bad.
his
But what
best
I'm
friend.
nervous with the Broncos, is it RJ Harvey?
Yeah.
He getting the
Yep.
bulk of the
Right.
carries. He been looking all right. He been looking okay. Our run defense is terrible because we was letting Travis Etienne look like Derrick Henry running over us. I was like, what's going on?
He,
So
they
I'm
should have.
nervous about that. And then the Broncos pass rush is just way different than the Jaguars. So Benito, all them boys, I'm kind of nervous. I don't want my man running for us. Like he already probably banged up. So we'll
You
see.
know what I just thought about, Joe? I don't know if we what's the name? I don't know if you want to do that type of preview on Friday, but we do got 2 teams that's going up against each other. Just like how you did with Dave
Oh yeah,
and
Who
the
a Broncos
Broncos.
fan? Oh, Bibby.
You got Bibby and my man Tyler.
Oh yeah.
I'm just saying y'all can come on and
rematch
do the
from last
preview.
year too.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I do want to say that Josh Allen, 80% completion percentage, 3 touchdowns, over 300 yards. So like and then what y'all did differently, I saw Devin was normally when y'all play teams like the Texans, like teams that can get to the quarterback, Josh Allen began killed, which he did. He got hurt twice, but y'all did a lot of max protection too. Y'all kind of catered to that pressure, which I could see y'all doing against the Broncos too.
Which I think we did a lot of max protection, which I think the injury to Ty Johnson, our backup running back, he normally is the lead backup running back, kind of helped out because they put Ray Davis in a lot more because he's a little bigger and he was able to block more. That's why I was like, James Cook, you can't even be in the game because you can't even block. They was taking him out the game. So I was just like, you can't be that guy if you get taken out the game. Even though Derrick Henry's taken out on third downs, I don't think he got to be taken out as much. I don't think his hands are that bad. He's just slow.
All right. Well, I mean, you're gonna see what happens, man. It will be interesting to see if you and our next guest could potentially end up matching up to see who goes to the Super Bowl. If you want to drop your last words right quick, we gotta get the Patriots up here.
Oh my goodness, how y'all get him? He don't even know what prime time is. You gonna give him a prime time slot? He don't even know what prime time is. Just let him know this. We'll see you in prime time in 2 weeks, brother. For the you won the AFC. You won the what's the AFC East, the division from us. But guess what? We're gonna win the whole thing.
Okay.
Go Bills.
All right, Dad.
All right, y'all.
All right. You don't even know what prime time is.
I like how you do that alley-oop.
Hey, look, Dana.
Pages in the background, but go ahead and say your last words.
Because I already know what's about to happen. Because when we bring them up here, man, look, some people would say new reason, or is it just New England? I'm just saying, because everybody got new reasons to talk about why the Patriots are good. But Teddy been telling us for about 5 seasons that once the Patriots get back to where he knew they were, he was going to be the nuisance that we thought the Eagles was. And Teddy has been reminding them every single day with almost every single play. And then Tony is just going, they like Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, Teddy come through and just start. Actually, it's like the Obama thing, the Obama voiceover. So Tony give you the calm version and Teddy just start yelling at you like, yeah, Patriots. I can't say what else he going to say, but that's what's going to happen when we bring him up here. Bring our guest up, Joe.
Oh, shoot.
What's going on, fellas?
What's up? What's up?
Hey, look, man. 3-16.
DeFreeze.
They thought Herbo was gonna do something. Now we can hear you, Tony. You can hear us? Oh, we got an echo. All right, I'm gonna just do the intro then. 3-16. Pats over Herbo. Teddy, tell us about this.
I mean, it was exactly what I said it was going to happen. I told you guys. We were previewing the games. I said Pats by double digits. AJ said, I like the Patriots, but the inexperience of Drake May might and Herbo, I know I talk crap about him, but he might No. He got a first-class ticket with the Eagles. They met right at the airport. You're like, yo, what up? Down in Cancun. It's a sad story for them, but when I hear to talk about the losers, that was before. New England Patriots, man. The vibe is back. The team is back. The quarterback is back. We got one. I was not a believer at first, but I'm glad I am now. I'm glad he's on my team. It didn't start off the way that I thought it would, but I'm glad that he made the adjustments at halftime, because after the half, I think he went for like 178, a couple touchdowns, and he was throwing the ball a lot better. He does have to get a little better with timing. I know when the second turnover happened, I said, "Oh, it's not really his fault," but he's got to feel that pressure and know, all right, we got to tuck it and get away. And with this Texans defense coming in, that's going to be something that I think he's gonna adjust to pretty well. Him and McDaniels. But man, we got to talk about this defense. Whoa. I remember the preview. We said this defense is going to lead the team. Before the season even started, the defense is going to lead the team. And that's exactly what happened on Sunday night, prime time. It's like somebody said we don't know about nothing. Wide right, buddy. Wide right. Wide right. Wide right. 4 times. You know why. Go ahead, Tony.
Oh man.
What's up, fellas?
Oh, we can't hear you, Tony. Oh, there we go. We got you. What's up,
Yeah,
Tony?
what's up, y'all? Hey, so I know what prime time is, but there was only one prime time team on the field, so it's not prime time unless 2 prime time teams are there. So, like I said, it wasn't a prime time game. It was a team where the defense took over. You got a team that, I mean, they had their opportunities. We gave them opportunities, to score. And they still couldn't do it. So, the only thing that bothers me about this next game is our left side of our offensive line. That's the only thing that really bothers me. But if they're going to keep rushing outside like that and Drake keep going up the middle and running for yards and to compensate for that, then it's not going to be an easy game. Like I said, since you message earlier today, Joe, it's not going to be an easy game for us, but it's going to be a game where I don't think that their offense is going to be able to produce enough points. And that's why I am optimistic about the game this week, is that when I saw their offense, I was like, oh, we definitely gonna be good with this. Our defense is too good for this defense, for this offense right here. And I think that we'll be able to put points up on their defense.
No Gonzo, next game. And I think I told you this, Tony, on a show live. The Chargers was a perfect opponent for y'all. Like, I felt like the Chargers and the Panthers, even though the Panthers almost won, but those were the 2 weakest teams, in my opinion, in the whole playoffs. The Chargers, they worry me because of their offense. And I felt like it was the right game for y'all to get Drake May good because, like Teddy said, it didn't start off good with Drake May. But the Chargers didn't put no pressure on y'all to score. So it bought Drake May time to snap out of whatever he was going through. And then like Teddy said in the second half, he had like a almost a perfect passer rating in the second half.
He's
so
like 14 or something like that.
It was something crazy. All right. So he played. Sorry, go ahead.
It was like 11 to 14, 175 yards, something like that. Yeah. But
and he threw that dime over Duran Davis. That was a dime. That touchdown he threw. But yeah, man, like as expected. I think I told I said this in the chat, I met a Chargers fan that night. And I felt bad for the dude, man. You know what I mean? I felt bad for the dude. And then you can ask Carl. I'm on the phone with Carl. I'm at work. And then I'm talking to the dude. I'm like, oh, you a Pats fan? I was asking everybody, you a Pats fan? Yeah. Good game. He's like, no, I'm not a Pats fan. I'm like, oh, who you like? The Chargers. I'm like, dang, you a Chargers? Out of all teams, bro, you a Chargers fan? So, but Justin Herbert, bro, trash. I mean, I don't want to hear nobody. When we do our top 10 this year in R2L community, I don't want to see nobody putting Herbert there. I get it. He didn't have the offensive line and that stuff, but he missed a lot of dudes open. He missed a lot of dudes that night. So Herbert put no pressure on the Patriots to score points.
Sound like the Chargers got to my man. They trying to bolt out. I don't know why they doing that, but that's what happened. I agree with you, but I say this, Joe. I definitely agree with you that this was the perfect game for the Patriots going into, just Drake May first playoff game. So it's kind of like you want to get the feel of what the playoffs is, kind of like a guy last year when he went down to Tampa Bay and got a feel. And the next thing you know, you can go on a run. I'm not doing a comparison. I'm just saying what a lot of people was throwing out there, right? But going into saying this is the perfect game for the Patriots, but next week is the perfect game for a wide receiver who just left somewhere because they booted him out. They didn't want nothing to do with him anymore. They thought he was done after the ACL. And now you got to play him again. And you think he was pumped up when they was playing the Bills? Imagine what's going to happen when he go down to – wait, they come to y'all, right?
Mm-hmm.
They come to New England? So they got to come to New England? and he gonna have a lot to say about it. So it's gonna be very, very interesting to see what happens in that Texans game too, because there's a lot of storylines behind that.
Mm-hmm. And I get it as a comparison, between Jaden Daniels and Drake May, but we ain't got to address that right now. Let's let Drake May do his playoff run, and then we can revisit everything. I got love with Drake May, just somebody with the same, bloodline as mine, is talking crazy. You know what I mean? So but I got no beef with Drake May. I just want people to know that I got no beef with him. Got no beef with him. I'm just saying my guy won. I had 2 times. Oh, Teddy, I'm not trying to. I like Drake May. I'm not going to do it. I like Drake May. So y'all got the Texans.
Okay.
I'm gonna be a tough matchup.
It's okay. Just hang in there. Just hang in there. Just like this.
Yo, I told y'all in the intro.
That's a hand Drake May fumble with. Go ahead. Go ahead. 2 turnovers.
Nah, it was the right.
Was the right?
Well, look,
I think we lost Tony. Tony, you there? If you are, you on mute and black.
I mean, he is black. Try to save him right there, but I know we do got another guest. So, Tony, we gonna get. Oh, I'm gonna say he gotta come back because I'm gonna say Tony, we gonna get your last words. But Teddy, you can drop your last words. Tell the people where to find you.
Yeah. BWT. The link is in the bio. An episode will be coming out later on this week to recap all the free agency and stuff like that. Bregman's gone. Red Sox, you suck. You're idiots. Never forget that. But yeah, go Pats, man. I'm amped for this weekend. Like Tomo said, the Diggs revenge game. Mm-hmm. It's gonna be one you're gonna want to open up FanDuel for.
Okay, he gonna go crazy.
Yep. But yeah, always a pleasure coming on here and talking sports. Go Pats, man. And never forget, Ann Michael May is better than any celebrity wife that is out there.
Go ahead, Tony. We're gonna let you get your last words in right quick.
Hey, yeah, I mean, I'm just looking forward to this week of games. Actually, all the games are should be pretty decent this week. The divisional round. We'll see what happens with us, but I'm excited about the way Ramadre's playing. I'm holding on to the ball now. He realizes, the ball's his friend now. So I'm glad about that. But I think this week is going to be the week where our receivers are going to probably be the ones to take over, especially our tight ends. I think I can see them 2 tight ends set. But I still see a win. I'm excited about it. I'm excited about what his team is, the direction his team still is going. Excited and take a healthy pace. Things like that. But I always love coming on here. Like I said, I can't wait till the next time. Have a great rest of the show, fellas.
Appreciate y'all for coming on.
Y'all, man.
Yes, sir. All right, y'all. See y'all Friday.
All right.
Go Pats.
All right, and rolling right into LA. I mean, one team had to catch a flight to the East Coast, and then it was a real big fight. So some people, I guess you could say, for their playoff run is so far so good. But we don't know. The defense was very, very shaky. But we're gonna bring Griffey up to see if he can give us a verse about what happened against them Panthers. Because 34-31. Let's bring Griffey on up, man. Hold on, Griffey. I got you. Don't fault me. There we go.
What's up? How you guys doing?
Good. What's up?
You can hear me clearly, right? I just want to make sure.
Yes, sir.
All good. So like I was saying, man, 34-31 against the Carolina Panthers, man, y'all had me nervous because I had Joe, you heard what I said about the Panthers. They was one and done, and the next thing you know, I'm like, don't go out like this. They can't do this to me. Found a way to make it happen. Tell us about the game.
Honestly, I was like, we make a lot of quarterbacks look good just based on the defensive system that Chris Shula runs. A couple years ago, I was so happy Raheem Morris got that Falcons job because I couldn't think of a more overrated defensive coordinator in my life. I was like, now we're talking about a defensive coordinator that's whole scheme is based off cover three shell and playing back. So it's a bend don't break system. Barely plays man coverage, barely blitzes, but barely does any of that exotic stuff that you see people like the Ravens do, where they disguise coverages. The Steelers, they disguise coverages. The Texans right now, they don't do any aggressive style of defense that shocks you. I think every team can see exactly what the Rams are going to do on defense every week. That's what Raheem Morris did. But the good thing about Morris was he had Aaron Donald and he
Mm-hmm.
had Jalen Ramsey. That hid so much of the faults of the defense that it made him look like he was like this defensive genius. Now, Chris Shula, when he took over the DC job, he said he wasn't going to change what Raheem Morris did. And I was happy when Morris was gone, but when I heard that, I was like, oh, this can't be good because Darren Donald retired. And then Jalen Ramsey got traded to the Dolphins. So I was like, you're going to run this same system that got exposed a lot when Ramsey and Donald weren't like playing their best games. Without those two, I was like, this is not going to be a good system to run, right? So he takes it over. And this defense works well if a quarterback is greedy or like inexperienced. Like if they really don't want to take checkdowns or stuff like that, they're gonna make mistakes, and that's when the defense looks great because they play everyone back. They're making sure you don't get those deep over the middle plays and all that. So the defense can work, and the Rams can build off of that and get wins. And when they play teams that are bad, everyone's like, yes, this defense is amazing. They're doing everything special. But trust me, every time, just look at Mac Jones earlier this year. Mac
Yeah.
Jones didn't play a game,
Not like
took
that.
over for Brock Purdy. Everyone thought the Rams were gonna smoke the Niners in that week. Well, the first matchup, I forgot what week it was, but the first
Right.
matchup. And Mac Jones lit it up. Jawan Jennings lit him up. And from that moment, I knew we're gonna make every quarterback look like prime Tom Brady and Peyton Manning. Because the fact that you don't have the corners for this defense, and you don't have the pass rush for this defense. Everyone talks about pressures and how Jared Verse is great at pressure. Brendan Fisk is great at pressure. The whole line is great at creating pressures. But to me, that stat is so meaningless because if you get pressure and you don't get home, what's the point of the stat? If the quarterback's getting the ball out of his hands anyway, there's no point of even recording saying, "Oh, pressure! Look how much pressures they caused." Bryce Young got pressured on his last touchdown pass. Is that a good thing? He still completed the pass. I don't understand. I was like, they counted that as a pressure. So what? He scored the touchdown. Like the stat means absolutely nothing. And then people will use that and say the Rams defensive line is amazing. No, they're good. But unless you blitz, unless you disguise coverage, unless your cornerbacks can hold, they're not going to get home. They're just going to create pressure. And that's what happened during that Panthers game. All they did is create pressure, but the cornerbacks can't hold, and they got lit up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know we were talking on the side. It's funny you mentioned pressure and not getting home. I thought about Chase Young, all right, but Chase Young did good this year in his rookie year, right? But I know we talked on the side during the game, and you were just so worried about your DBs, like your defense, But tell me about let's talk about the game-winning drive. Like let's talk about what you were going through because you went through this roller coaster before with the same team, right?
Mm-hmm.
And y'all turned the ball over, I think, on y'all last drive. So what was going through you when you saw them drive all the way down the field and Coker catches the game almost winning touchdown? What was going through your head and what happened?
Honestly, I was fourth quarter. It's crazy because I'd be nervous about Stafford all three quarters except the fourth. Now he does make mistakes in the fourth every now and then, but it's like very like rare to see. You know what I mean? So like if he did it once, he's probably not gonna do it again. So the fact that they did have that whole turnover situation in the first game, I was kind of confident. I was just worried like don't leave him enough time because I think I told you when we were talking during the game. I was like, can they hold for like 38 seconds? Because the DBs just were getting absolutely cooked. Mostly Kobe Durant was getting absolutely cooked. Oh man, someone needs to check on him. He might be fried because every Jalen Coker, McMillan, both burning him over and over and over. I was like, that can mess with your psyche, man. But nah, in all seriousness, when it came down to that last drive, it was just basically I knew Stafford was gonna do something. Um, Not really that worried. I was more worried, like I said, about the clock, about leaving too much time. But if I seen Stafford like make a pick, throw a pick a game before against the team he faced before, and then he has the same situation, I'm usually like, yeah, he's gonna make up for it this time. He did it during 2021 against the Niners, where the Niners sweep them in the regular season, and then they won the NFC Championship match. It's like he has a way of like learning from the mistakes that he makes even as a veteran, even though he's been in the league for like 17 years. He still like learns from the stuff that he does, and then he ends up coming through. um and honestly, at the end of the game there, I didn't think either team could really stop each other. so
Yeah.
so it was just basically who gets the ball last kind of game.
Yeah. I see Sergio in the comments. Denver fan, make sure you hear Friday. We got Denver fans coming on and previewing their game. All right. Just want to say that real quick. Tom, you want to add anything?
I just want to say, Panthers, my bad. I thought y'all was gonna get smoked.
Yeah.
My bad, and you all showed up. And another comment too, but if you don't feel bad, because I've rooted for a team all year that made all quarterbacks look like they were Joe Montana, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady. One guy got benched from the Cardinals because of how good Jacoby Brissett looked against the Cowboys. I'm just saying, it
Yeah.
happens, but at least you all are in the playoffs. So my next question is, what do you feel is one positive going into that game that you got next week with the Bears? What can you take from this one?
This one's tough for me because I'm a USC fan, and so I liked Caleb
Oh,
Williams. I watched like every game of USC when Caleb Williams was there. Same with Maava now. I think they're pretty similar. So I was like, it had to be him, huh? It had to be him. Oh man, but he's a miracle worker. So I think one of the best things that we got going for us is like just kind of don't let him keep the game close. This whole thing about the Bears that they show up in the fourth quarter and the first three quarters. They're not like we can't let him have like a inch of life in the in the fourth quarter because he just turns it into like I said, Peyton Manning and all them. He's like one of the best quarterbacks in the fourth quarter out of nowhere because you see his tape in the first three quarters. You're like, is this the same guy? Like, did they
no.
switch? Did they switch up jerseys with someone else? Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
But the throws, like that throw in Green Bay on 4th and 8, was
That was crazy.
insane,
Was.
insane. But it was like I wasn't surprised because it was stuff I saw at USC, and I'm like, man, this dude can pull off miracles, like literally. Like if you keep the game close, he's gonna do some crazy stuff. And Ben Johnson's a good
Mm.
offensive minded coach too. So it'll be basically McVay has more experience in the playoffs and stuff like that. So obviously, as a biased fan, I'm gonna say McVay has the edge when it comes to coaching. Uh, but I'll say quarterback play. I'll give it to obviously the MVP Stafford, but Caleb, man, it's just if you keep it close, that's what got me worried because he's gonna pull something out of his you know what and and make it happen. He's done it all year, and honestly, I don't think the defensive line's gonna do anything this game because if you can't sack Bryce Young and you're only causing pressures, and you got a magician in Caleb Williams escaping the pocket, zigzagging, juking, throwing Hail Marys, is like it's gonna be a shootout. That's what I think it's gonna be the same thing as this Panthers game, honestly.
Mm.
Mm.
Whoever has the ball last.
Well, if you free Friday, we're gonna get you back on there, do a full preview of it. So we're gonna do that for sure. And I know we want to make a big announcement coming up. You want to let the people know what's going on?
Yes, yes. So me and Joe have been working in the background to make a new show with yours truly as the host. It's going to be called Zero Sports Talk, where I will be covering most of the sports that are on at the time during the seasons. Spring, probably baseball, basketball, summer baseball, fall football, winter football, and some soccer as well. So I hope you guys will join me in the new show. Joe's going to help me out for a while. He's going to show me the ropes, and we'll hope to give you a good product.
Let's get it. Oh, you got it.
Yeah. I got you.
Welcome to the family.
Welcome,
I
man.
appreciate you. I appreciate you.
I'm gonna tell you this, man. The competition is real. So it's gonna be some scrappy fights, but we all here for you, man. Welcome to the network.
I appreciate it, guys. I appreciate it.
Yeah, all here to grow, all here to grow. But we're looking forward to it. We know you know your stuff. Hearing you talk about your teams, Rams, Dodgers. We you know, me and Tomo, Dave, we talked behind the scenes, and we were like, "Yo, Griffey, he's legit. We should add him to the roster.
Mhm.
So we're just happy that you were, that you agreed. Like we're more honored that you're with us. If you feel that way, we feel more that way that you actually with us. Just want to say
Nah, I'm honored you guys invited me. You don't know how much this means to me. It means a lot. I appreciate you guys for giving me this opportunity, no doubt.
let's get
Also,
it.
you don't know how much this means to me because now Dave has somebody in his division that he can go at.
Yes.
He's been skating these last few seasons where he's just, I've been waiting for somebody to show up. Well, he got somebody.
And they might see each other in the NFC Championship game.
Yeah, how about our division? How about our division, man?
3 teams in there still. 3 out of 4.
The Cardinals, the Cardinals are all out like every other team. Every other team is in the second round of the playoffs. This is insane.
That's crazy. Shout out to y'all. Yeah, shout out to y'all. All right, Griffin, any last words for you? How to get off?
No, like I said, we'll give you guys an update on the new show. I appreciate you, Joe. I appreciate you, Tomo. And honestly, I can't wait to preview this next game because, like I said, I loved watching Caleb Williams at USC. So I got a little piece of my heart in that, like that we have to go up against them. But I'll talk about it then, and I hope to see you guys soon.
All right, man. Again, welcome.
All right.
All right. So Joe, we want to do a quick. You on mute?
Yeah. Do a quick one, y'all.
All right, let's knock this out right quick, man. So we got to talk about it right quick. Oh man.
Whoa. Okay, you're gonna just do it the old school way. Let's go.
There we go. Because I mean, we talked about him so bad anyway, man.
Oh, okay. I got what happened. Go ahead.
See what happened? Okay, so all right, good, better Bears. Had to get right to it because you already know what Ben Johnson said in the background. So for me, I'm gonna say 31-27 over the Green Bay Packers. Hey, Bears fan, I've been taking my shots at you all year because of what you said in the comments about us. But I'm gonna tell you like this: when you can take down one of my biggest rivals, man. Hey, look, what they say, a friend of your enemy is my friend. So hey, I might have botched that quote, but at the end of the day, you did me a solid. You shut me up and you won a playoff game, and you took the Packers out so I can get the 20th pick. Jordan Love, how does it feel? Because Trayvon Diggs thought he was going to sneak over there and get one, but it didn't happen. And Michael Parsons, you might as well fire up the microphone because you got a whole off season to talk about anything but. Wait, nope, you're still talking about the Cowboys every chance you get. So, Caleb, you did your thing. I know, shout out to Griffey. He just brought it up, the stats about the Bears in their fourth quarters, because it was like 4 or 5 games. And I was like, man, I remember the Commanders game. I mean, every game outside of the Cowboys game, they definitely was on the ropes for it. But here we go again in the playoffs. So, you got another home game. Prove it to us. See if you can go on the run. And shout out to Dave for calling it if they do go on the run. Take it away.
No, let me start about talking about the Packers. I picked the Packers to win this game, and they were up. And this game went like the other 2 games. Packers go up early, and the Bears come back and make it a game. And that's what they did. And I got to give a shout out to Jordan Love. Jordan Love played good. Jordan Love wasn't the reason why they lost this game. The drops lost them this game. And Matt LaFleur probably lost in this game too. But Caleb Williams and the Bears, man, they didn't force a turnover, but they had like 3 opportunities and they couldn't fall on the ball. But they remind me of us. Like, you know how last year how we would just, when the games were close, it was like they called us the cardiac commanders. You know, so I heard somebody say the cardiac bears. I'm like, oh, that don't even sound right, bro. Like, but anyways, so Caleb Williams, look at his numbers: 24 for 48, 50%, bro. His completion percentage be horrible, but he's a highlight reel. So like, he can make the wild play. He'll make a play to make you go, oh. So the Bears rallied back, and I don't know if you saw it. Remember Matt LaFleur when they beat the Bears and he just ran, he ran and shook his hand. Ben Johnson did the same thing after the playoff game. So that's a rivalry itself. So I'm glad that the Packers actually keep Matt LaFleur. I want to see this continue. And I know people are saying Caleb is the best quarterback in the NFC North. I still think it's Jordan Love. You know, I still think it's Jordan Love. Like I said, I don't think Jordan Love lost him this game. I don't think he did. I thought he played well. He had 4 touchdowns. He didn't have no turnovers. And the receivers were dropping passes after passes. They didn't come through. But shout out to my boy Matthew Golden. He made some big plays this game. The rest of the dudes didn't show up.
Finally.
I know.
He was like, I've been waiting for y'all to throw me the ball. Look what's been happening. But nah, I'm with you on that one. I really thought that the Green Bay Packers was going to get rid of Matt LaFleur after just about his loss of this game. But
remember, I didn't even know that was a conversation. You brought it to my attention.
Yeah, I was like, nah, they talking about getting him out. Because, Joe, you got to think, they gave up picks to go get Michael Parsons. They're like, this is our chance. Like, this is our moment. We got our defense is solidified now. We got the best generational talent as a pass rusher. We already know, this is me talking if ill that I'm talking like the Packers like this, but we got Jordan Love, we got the wide receivers. It's all here for us, so let's make something happen. And I'm like, if he can't get it done, look what they did to Mike McCarthy, and he won them a Super Bowl. So I'm like, he gotta go. And then the conversation started coming up. I was like, oh, it's real. It would have been interesting to see which way they go without it, but I think Micah getting hurt, they said, you know what, let's give him a year, because the defense could make a difference. So imagine if Micah was playing in this game and Caleb was trying to get on that 4th down play. I think Michael would have made the play. I mean, he could make the play for Green Bay. He couldn't make it when we was going against them, but we would have seen it. I'm still hurt, yes, but still, it is what it is. And I think Caleb's coming for that spot, Joe. If you still think Jordan Love is the best, I think Caleb's coming for that spot. And I'll admit when I'm wrong, because I thought they was going to trade him.
You know what? I'm not going to say Jordan's the best, because there's no clear-cut best. Like, Jordan Love hasn't done nothing to deserve that. It's just that he's been around longer.
By default. Yeah, by
default. I mean, we
like when Dak was in the East that year.
But we can easily say Jared Goff still. You know what I mean? But we all know that Jared Goff got, you know, I mean, I don't know. That NFC North best quarterback is up for grabs. That's all I gotta say. And
it's like the NFC East.
But NFC East actually got they got guys, dog. You know what I mean?
It's up for grabs, is what I'm saying.
It is up for grabs. Yeah. Right now, I would say it's I would say it's Dak right now. I would say it's Dak right now. Yeah, I would say that because my guy did it for 1 year, and I don't think it hurts. I don't think it hurts the best quarterback in the NFC. So I would say it's Dak right now.
I mean, Shady said it himself. But any quarterback in the Eagles,
I just hope our management do what they did, like, you know, get us a Pickens, you know, a number 2 guy next to my boy T.
I think they are.
They are. I know they are. Brian Thomas, come on. We'll take. I
don't know if you want him though.
Right now, now Brian Thomas would be different with Jaden Daniels. I think he would.
We rolling into the last word, so we can continue the conversation right quick. Brian Thomas,
like my new OC.
Terry McLaurin.
Brian Thomas could be like the third receiver.
Oh, Lane.
You know,
I got Lane.
But we can get Brian Thomas and somebody else. He on his rookie contract, Tomo.
I don't think they do it though. If I'm the Jags, I'm leading. I'm calling. You got
Travis Hunter.
How many picks you got? You gonna have to give up something. You gonna have to give up something.
You can give up something, but look, you see his production.
That ain't got nothing to do with me. You won them. You seen what the Wizards told the Hawks. Hey, we ain't call you. You called us.
Hey, tell Lee and Coleman we'll give you a signed Jaden Daniels jersey. That's what we'll do for you.
Dude, he changed the way people talk about Jacksonville. He want more than a jersey now. That's all I'm saying.
Shout out to him. And you saw that reporter giving props and everybody killing her.
Who?
A reporter in Jacksonville, like kind of gave them encouraged words, and other reporters are killing her, saying that's not your job.
That's how the sports world is, man. Look,
Well,
like I
yeah,
said, I seen the number one Eagles fan come out of nowhere and start talking bad about their quarterback. I'm still trying to figure it out, because if he not as good as you said he was, but the guy you talked down on did it with that same offensive coordinator with no problem, how could you say what you said?
facts.
I mean, I seen the motions with Kellen. Like, I have my faults with Kellen, but I really think Kellen was just like Kevin Patullo. You got to let him go through his growing pains. Second year, Kevin probably would have been better.
But the Eagles are the only team I know that 100% blame the coordinator for their losses. Only team I know.
As a Cowboy fan, I can't sit up here because Matt Eberflus was the reason we lost a lot of games.
Yeah, that's different though. The defense, like normally when the defense is bad, you point to the coordinator. Offense, you don't really do that as much. Think about it. What team do you know that you blame the offensive coordinator for your losses more than the players?
There's some Cowboy fans that did it.
Yeah, the fans probably did it. Yeah. But the media, did anybody do that? Like we
Media,
blame or did we say Dak?
Media, nah, they went straight to Dak.
Come on, bro. Everybody said Dak, besides the Cowboy fans, probably.
We got a new subscriber.
Oh, shout out to Kenneth.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one though. Their media definitely. I'm sorry, bro. I don't know how you could be an Eagles fan, bro. Y'all turned too quick for me. Like, it was still people still fighting for Eberflus. They turned too quick for me, bro.
Nah, he was bad, bro.
But I'm just saying,
he had to be gone. But
it was some people that was still arguing for him to be there, Joe. Like
the way they, Kevin Patullo?
Not Kevin Patullo.
Eberflus?
It was. Who? A lot of people was buying the continuity thing, and then after a while, it was just like, all right, bro, he got to go.
He gotta go.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. Like he like when I first got him, I was like, wow, what a great pickup. And what's up with your boy Jerry Jones? When they asked him, is your boy gonna have some say in the thing? And he said,
"Oh man, that comment there was crazy, bro. He thought he was at the old country club or something." I'm like, that's the only place that would hit. But right now, bad timing, bro. Bad timing. Bad timing.
He think that was the old country club. He was too
old country club, like yeah, that's gonna hit. But to the world, they're like, for real, bro.
Yeah, that was crazy.
7-9-1, bro. We ain't trying to hear that. We ain't trying to hear that.
But yeah, my last words, shout out to the whole R2L family. Shout out to the whole Refuse to Lose community network. Shout out to the whole R2L family, community, and network. Shout out to my boy Griffey, the newest member of the R2L network. We appreciate you for that. Shout out to everybody in the comments section. We appreciate everybody. Appreciate Kenneth, new subscriber. I saw Sergio in here for a long time. Hey, make sure you hear Sergio on Friday. We got 2 Bronco fans more likely coming on with the Bills fan you saw earlier. All right, so make sure you like the comment section and represent for your Broncos. And for those who don't know who I like, you see who Tomo like. My jersey at? Oh, it's in the car. Commander fan, been in the car since the Eagles game. All right, since I watched it with Kevin Blaze, it's been in the car since. But I'm a Commander fan. We in the all season, we got David Blau, former quarterback. David Blau, he was our quarterback coach these last 2 years. He got there with Jay and got there. He was he went to I forgot what college it was, but Cliff Kingsbury was his head coach. All right. Also, he was with the Detroit Lions when Ben Johnson was there, and he worked with Kevin O'Connell. So the man guy probably got a brilliant mind. We'll see what happens. The Commanders are looking to interview Brian Flores for the defensive coordinator spot. Tomo.
Oh, that's I know who that is. What's his name? It was an episode of Hard Knocks. He was a cool dude.
Yeah, you saw that?
Yeah, go ahead.
Which one, the old Hard Knocks or recent?
It had to have been an old one. I think he's
with his wife in the Olympics.
Yeah.
Bro, that joke got me emotional a little bit. I was happy for him.
Yeah, nah, that's what's up. That's when you said the name, I said who, but I was like, I'm saying who, like I heard the name before. But all right.
Yeah. His wife ran Olympics and she won. He was like, go. But he also used to run some of the meetings. He on Hard Knocks this year, he's running a meeting we had. He was running it. So we promoted with them. He already got rapport with Jane Daniels and Teddy. Listen, I'm cool, man. This is just a down year. We're gonna bounce back. We got look. One thing I like about our team, it did not look like the Eagles, and we had a bad record. Our locker room was intact the whole year. We had no issues coming out the locker. Think about it. Have you heard one issue out of the locker room the whole year in this down year? Not one. Not one. That's Dan Quinn. Cut the team together. We're gonna grow from this. So I ain't tripping. And I thought Joe was like, come on, man, no, you gonna do that. That's not me. But this team right here, I can't even throw on my neck right now, Tomo. This team right here, listen, man, we got a fire sale. All right. We getting rid of DeRozan. Shooter. Hey, Luka, you better watch your mouth, man.
Yeah.
You better watch your mouth, Luka. Watch your mouth. Shooter. What's good, William? What's good? All right, Shooter, DeMar DeRozan, Zach LaVine, Westbrook, everybody's for sale. You need them, ask it, we got you. That's what I got. Oh, we did. I didn't even know we did that. Shout out to the Kings. Oh, yeah, I'm definitely feeling good. AJ lost to the Kings, and he lost in the playoffs. Oh, we feeling unfazed tomorrow, y'all, at 9:30 p.m. Eastern time.
Look, he couldn't wait to say that. He said unfazed. Oh, that's gonna be a show.
Yes, it is.
That's gonna be a show. Man, again, shout out to everybody that came on today, man. Again, we showed y'all, look, your team come on here, you do a prediction, and you win or lose. People show back up. Yeah. Shout out to Blaze for the Don DeMarco moment because he called out names. And I know that's going to get clipped up. But shout out to our superstar members because we do have members. Click the link below. It's also going to be a commercial at the end of the show to show you how to become a member and the tiers that we have as well. I'm only telling you all that because we overtime and there is a budget. So shout out to our superstar members. Shout out to Dimitri, Big O, BWT Teddy. He was on the show earlier. Shout out to Decorius. So then man, I'm shouting your name out in a good reason. Don't put me on Facebook. All right, shout out to FFC Coach Coombs. Y'all been seeing them in the reels. Shout out to Chris, Giovanni, Donnell, RBO Vaughn. He was on the show earlier. He was a Steelers fan. Make sure y'all click the link below too. I'm saying their names for a reason, so y'all can go subscribe. Shout out to Taniqua. Shout out to Dave. Shout out to myself and Joe and you as well. And shout out to all the new subscribers too. Who we got?
We got a new one. Chavo is a superstar member now. Gotta tell you.
What?
He's in the R2L chat. Yup. He's a superstar member.
Shout out to Chavo. No wonder he was acting up, man, on the Steelers fans. He was, man, I thought you was with me. But he
was lit. He was like a new kid in the R2L chat. He was going crazy the whole game. Shout out to him.
Hey, man, do your thing, man. That's what it's for, man, the VIP chat. So what? Become a member today. And my last words is, look, off season. Feels good to have the whole NFC East on the couch, man. It always feels good when we all there because it ain't a party till we all there, right? And another thing, Eagles, if you're going to lose like that and talk the way you talked all year, don't be upset when we be hitting y'all, when the Cowboy fans hit y'all up in y'all DMs and just say, hey, buddy, how's it going? And Carl, stop bringing up the you because you didn't let me transfer. So this goes out to you, the Wizards, that is. Great trade. Can't wait to see what happens. I mean, the trade deadline is coming up. More are coming in. So hats off to the Wizards and their GM. Hats off to whoever our new defensive coordinator going to be with the Cowboys. And hats off to everybody that keep hitting that like button and that subscribe button. We'll be back Friday.
Hey, buddy. Teddy said
there you
go. All right, y'all. That's all we have for y'all today. And we'll see y'all the next episode on Friday. Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button, no matter what you're listening to or watching it. hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.